In today's lesson, Civil War Part 2, we're going to look at the important leaders of the Civil War and look at the women's role within the Civil War as well. The first person we're going to look at is Robert E. Lee. He's the commander of the Confederate Army of Northern Virginia, and he is going to lead the South for most of this war. Now, he had been asked to be the leader of the North, but declined because his alliances were with Virginia. His right hand man was General Stonewall Jackson. He's going to serve under Robert E. Lee and was key to winning many battles. He is going to die in 1863 by friendly fire, but is very important to the success that the South has at the beginning of this war. Lieutenant General Nathan Bedford Forrest is known as a brilliant military tactician and also is one of the early members of the Ku Klux Klan. And if you guys have ever seen Forrest Gump, this is who he's named after. General J.E.B. or Jeb Stuart as a cavalry commander of the Army in Northern Virginia, one of the best cavalry leaders in the Civil War. General James Longstreet was the Corps commander of the Army in Northern Virginia and joined the Republican Party after the war and had a successful post-war career working in the U.S. government. Major General George Pickett is not really that spectacular throughout the war, but is best known for leading the failed attempt of Pickett's charge on the third day of the Battle of Gettysburg. And then we have General P.G.T. Beauregard, who's commanded armies in Western Theater and surrendered to Sherman and Bennett Farm in Durham, North Carolina, in the largest surrender of Confederate troops on April 26, 1865. He is also the leader that was in charge of the attack on Fort Sumter. Then we also have General Joseph Johnston, who was the highest ranking U.S. officer to resign and join the Confederacy, and fought against Sherman during his march to the sea and later surrendered at Bennett Farm on April 26, 1865. General Albert Sidney Johnston was killed during the Battle of Shiloh and was the highest ranked officer on either side to be killed in this war. In the North, we have Ulysses S. Grant, who led troops to victory in Tennessee and Mississippi. In 1864, is going to become commanding general of the Union Army, and later, as we all know, becomes president of the United States. George McClellan organized and led the Union Army during the 1862 Peninsula Campaign, was removed after the Battle of Antietam. Eventually, he was going to run for president against Abraham Lincoln, and actually looked like he was going to win for a long time. But George McClellan does not do very well for the North and is too slow to react on the battlefield. General William Tecumseh Sherman in 1864 became the commander of the Western forces and was the right-hand man of Ulysses S. Grant. His march to the sea devastated the Confederacy, and the Sherman tank is named after him. General Winfield Scott, hero of the Mexican-American War, is the commanding general of the U.S. Army until 1861 and actually comes up with the Anaconda Plan, which we will look at later. Admiral David Farragut led the Union Navy to victory at New Orleans and also was a contributor to capturing the Mississippi River. And General Winfield Scott Hancock is best known for his leadership during the Battle of Gettysburg. Another name, General George Custer, had a successful career during the Civil War, but is later going to be known for his devastating loss to the Native Americans in 1867. General Ambrose Burnside, this fine-looking fellow, led troops to victory in North Carolina and Tennessee, but suffered a disastrous defeat at Fredericksburg, and the term sideburns was derived from his fashionable whiskers, as you can see right there. General George Meade, commander of the Army of the Potomac, is best known for leading the Union Army, or Union victory to Gettysburg. Although he is replaced very quickly, he does get the credit for winning the Battle of Gettysburg. And General John Pope, after a disastrous defeat at Second Bull Run, he was sent to the West to command the Union forces in the 1862 Dakota Wars against the Native Americans. Women also played important roles too. Women supported the war relief efforts at home. They ran farms and businesses while the men were away. And an estimated about 400 to 750 women disguised themselves as men and actually fought as soldiers. Some are going to serve as spies, and thousands of women are going to serve as nurses to help comfort the men during battles. Paula Cushman is one of the more famous and acted as a spy for the Union. Bella Boyd was a Confederate spy. Rose O'Neal Greenhow, a Confederate spy as well. Clara Barton was a nurse and really the inventor of the Red Cross organization that we understand today. And then we have Harriet Tubman, who established a network of Union spies made up of former slaves and was important to victory for the North. That is all we've got today. Tomorrow we'll look at the first battle of Bull Run. Have a great day.